everyone, it's Tracy here, back with another holiday card series video. Today I'm using the Quinn's ABC stamp set from Fawn, and I have a piece of watercolor cardstock from Tim Holtz, and I'm just going to spell out, it's going to say merry and bright, so I'm just going to line up all the letters, and these stamps are really nice because the part is square, so then you can just line up all of the letters and then they're perfectly even, so it makes it really easy to spell out words. Alright, so I'll just skip forward because it took me a little bit to make sure that they were all lined up. And I had to leave space for the two R's that I have to stamp in a little bit after I stamp all of this. So I'm going to take my Fiskars stamp press and just push it down so that it gets all of the letters onto there, and then they're all even and straight. And I decided I wanted to flip my cardstock the other way. So I'm first going to go over my cardstock with my Inkadinkado embossing bag. That just cuts down on the static electricity so I don't get any embossing powder pieces where I don't want them. And then I'm going to ink up my entire stamp with some Versamark ink. This is a clear sticky ink and it just helps with the embossing powder stick. And then I can go ahead and stamp that right down onto my watercolor cardstock. Just make sure it's all lined up. Alright, after I got that stamped, I went ahead and applied my white Hero Arts embossing powder, and I just do this over a sheet of computer paper so that I can funnel it all right back in. So I just covered all of those letters, and then I went ahead and put my R on a smaller block, and I'll just stamp those right where they need to go so that it spells out merry and bright. And then I can go ahead and put my white embossing powder over those two letters, and then I heat embossed the whole thing to melt all of that embossing powder. So now it's time to add some color. I'm using non-traditional Christmas colors here. I have the Picked Raspberry Distress ink, and I'm going to add some water to that, and then I'm also going to take my water brush, and then I'm just going to fill in all of the letters. So all of the letters are going to be pink. And it doesn't matter if you get a little bit outside of the letters. That's kind of the whole watercolor look. Not perfect is how I like to put it, which is a lot easier and a lot less pressure when you are coloring those in. Alright, as you can see, I almost have all of those colored in. And then it's cool too when you do some a little bit lighter, some a little bit darker. It just depends on how much ink and water you have, so you can change that however you would like it. Moving on to the background part, I'm going to take the Mowed Lawn Distress ink and do the exact same thing. Spray it with water and then apply it with my water brush. And this time I'm just going to do the whole background. So all of the stuff that is outside of the letters. And if you get a little bit of green inside the letters, you can just take a paper towel and wipe it away, and it should still be pink, but that's kind of the look, like I said, of the watercolor of not being exactly perfect. Alright, so I have almost the whole background, and I'm not covering the whole thing. I want the edges of it to look a little bit ragged and not even, so that's why I don't want to color in the whole background. You still want it to look like it was watercolored in. And then after I finished that, I used my heat tool to dry it completely so I can move on to the next step. I'm taking this medium dot stencil from Simon Says Stamp, and I'm securing that into place with some washi tape, and then I'm going to take my mist bottle that's from Ranger. It's just full of water. And then spray that a few times over my stencil. And this is going to react with the Distress ink. And then I'm going to take my paper towel and just place it over the top to soak up any excess water. And it will also pick up a little bit of that green ink on there. And then I can go ahead and remove the stencil and the washi tape. And then you get this really cool effect. You can see the light dots in the background. It's just a different look. Alright, now it's time to assemble the card. I'm just using a black piece of cardstock to mat my watercolor piece. I just wanted it a little bit, it needed a little bit of contrast in there besides just being on the pink card base. And then I adhered that all down, like I said, onto a pink A2 size card base. And then I'm adding some star sequins. These are from Pretty Pink Posh and they are silver. And I'm just adhering them into place with my Tombow Mono Multi Glue. And I just scattered them randomly all over my card front. There's no really rhyme or reason to the way that I did it. Alright, and then once I finished adhering those down, that is my finished card for today. I'm going to do my holiday card series video next Monday, and then I'm skipping Wednesday, and then the last one will actually be on Friday, so 2 more left. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and then I will see you back here next week. Bye!